Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
Hello, Fred.
What's up, Fred?
Good morning, guys.
Oh,
Wheelchair Fred, everyone.
that's Fred.
I just have to say one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you guys for my stage name.
Thank you guys for...
For your stage name?
Yeah, you guys invented my name.
We invented his name,
We
Wheelchair
invented-
Fred.
You're my sugar daddies.
Ugh.
No, we're not your sugar daddy's ass.
I can't hear you.
You can
Yeah.
hardly hear us? Yeah, well. But I don't, you know, Fred, I don't know how to work the equipment up here, so I'm sorry.
Well, I don't think
for
that's the equipment. I think that's a curb in Saugus.
Oh, well, so loud.
Fred, how the girls? You get lucky?
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, well, Fred is calling in today for what reason, Ben?
This is Fred, Wheelchair Fred, live from New York with the news.
Oh, okay. Fred wants to try out for the news. You know, Washington had a great idea. Told us this a couple of months ago. They want us to have a news segment, and they want us to have a news person. So that way they could do the news, and maybe we can riff on the headlines, Opie. For some reason, us reading them ourselves doesn't work, according to Washington. So we'll get a news person. We've been auditioning people. We got Club Soda Kenny and Stalker Patty and a very assorted riffraff come in and read the news. And now I guess Wheelchair Fred wants to try it.
Yeah, what the heck? I'll try anything.
He's prepared?
Oh, yeah, he's got stories and everything.
You've prepared your newscast?
Yeah,
Did you
let
find
me
some
go
poetry?
If I forget what I remember.
All right, well, all right, we're going to take a break then, and
We'll
when we
take
come
a break.
back, we'll have Wheelchair Fred do the news.
Okay, shoot.
It's another show where we're just goofing off, so I think the program could use a little news, and
Good point,
Fred
Hope.
will do that for us next, right? All right, Fred, hold on the line.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
you guys.
We also have Ben Bailey. I saw him peeking his head in here. He'll be coming in and saying hi.
We won't go to him on the phone quickly. Brian in Florida said you could tell if Pat from Unaki's carrying you on the beach because you'll see 9-toed footprints. I'm carrying you. Hey, that's when I was carrying you. Hey, come on, give me a break.
And it was then that I only saw one set of footprints, and then Pat said, well, it was then that I was washed up and they were splashing water on me.
I got to keep my blowhole moist. It was then, you know, most people are fooled by it. They see the set of footprints and think I abandoned them until they look at the long stretch of eggnog vomit on the beach.
I hate that poem, though, man.
Which poem? I like footprints, man. It's nice.
It's awful.
It's lovely.
Makes a great poster along with the cat holding onto the branch. Hang in there, baby.
Everyone thinks they're so self-important.
Well,
I hate that.
It's a view of God that we all have. You can't...
That's when I carried you.
Ugh. Ugh.
Maybe God does have time for us all, Ope.
Maybe he's everywhere.
Maybe. Maybe he's everywhere.
Stop it.
Like Asians
Stop
and
it.
hip-hop.
Sure wasn't everywhere when that tsunami hit.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
a good point. There may be a random element to the whole thing,
Was
too.
he carrying
sure there was
someone
a-
on the beach that day?
I'm sure there was a real good reason why 250,000 people had to die.
One day I walked down beach. Where were you when I was being hit by 20 people and a big wave?
Right.
God, you abandoned me.
I
wonder how many people God was carrying on that
Yeah.
beach that day. All these people thinking that he's helping them out, and then the wave takes them all out.
Footprints on the bodies.
What's self-centered is somebody that survives a tsunami thinking, well, God must have another plan for me. Like, there's 218,000 people he didn't have a plan for.
Right.
But
God's got a plan for me. I'm going to knock over this bank. I want you to be the wheelman. What kind of plan is God have for us as individuals?
Yeah, you're basically saying
when half the country's dead and you make it.
Exactly. You're basically saying that there are 218,000 people that aren't
You're
as
more
important as
important.
you.
Yeah.
Planless.
Planless. It's all random people.
I mean, look, am I important? God doesn't have a plan for me. I don't know. I want to believe he does, but, you know, for me to troll on the internet and feed drug habits and fill their mouths with seed and shame, is that God's plan for me? Hey, thanks, Lord. Oop, take care, sweetie. Thanks for stopping by. We're both working out God's plan.
We just don't understand it yet, I guess.
I don't know.
It all seems silly to me, that's for sure.
I'm sober. I'm supposed to think differently, but I don't know.
All right. Well,
Alrighty.
I may have another cup of coffee. What do you think of that?
I need an egg sandwich.
Ooh.
Where's Travis?
Did you get that sociopath intern in here?
All right, Derek, I got to do a food order, and
Up.
and damn it, you got me so bad.
Like sand through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
We'll have more smooth sounds in just 1 minute.
But first, back to the Opie and Anthony program. The O&A virus spreading across America. And you're right over there?
Yeah, I'm just reading...
You're reading gossip.
I'm reading the Inquirer. They have pictures, puff, puff, pass, what are they smoking? And it's pictures of people obviously smoking pot.
Nice.
And not cigarettes. They have Charlize Theron. She's smoking out of an apple. Remember you used to make pipes out of an apple?
I did the apple and the carrot.
Yep.
Back in college.
They have Snoop Dogg, but, you know, no surprise there. He's just blatantly has a joint in his hand. Leonardo DiCaprio, got him puffing. These are all candid shots, like they got him on the beach or hanging out or something. Paris Hilton.
Are they really candid pictures?
Yeah, it looks like one of those telephoto type, you know.
All right.
And that's what a castrated society we are, that we actually have interest in who smokes. Ooh, there's a picture of him lighting up a butt.
Yeah.
Gives a shit.
No, it's pot.
Oh, my
yeah.
fault. All right, I stand corrected.
Pot, man.
Kirsten Dunst got her smoking and passing it to a friend. And Mike Tyson.
Where's Tyson?
Right there. He's smoking pot.
Tyson, you don't want... well, maybe that'll mellow him out. I guess you would want Tyson.
Oh, you want him on his pot as possible.
You want Tyson smoking a lot of pot.
I really want to kill you, but fuck it, I'm high. I don't even care. Oh, yeah, there you go. People smoking pot. Celebrity pot smokers in the Inquirer this month.
I think they're just running out of things to do in those rag magazines.
I love them, though.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun stuff.
Well, there's so many other places to get that kind of news, like on the net. You don't really buy the magazines because like, who gives a shit? I already read that.
That's true.
Hey, before we do Wheelchair Fred with the news, Dan Rather signed off last night. Does anyone really care?
No one cared.
Nope. Irrelevant old boob.
No one cared. He had lost every bit of credibility he had over the years.
I think
it was just gone. It wasn't like Tom Brokaw where, you know, the big send-off, the guy had his respectability right up to the end. This guy, Dan Rather, just, what a boob.
It seems like he lost his dignity, like, because he went out kicking and screaming on that Bush story. Instead of coming right out and go, you know what, folks, our facts were wrong.
Yeah.
I think that would have just saved his image. That really ruined his image, and I'm glad, because I fucking hated Rather.
He's so left-slanted, he didn't want to say. He wanted that story to be so true that he just, he went with it. It's one of those situations where, you know, you want it to be true, so you don't give in when you know you're wrong.
He just got caught. They all do it.
But once you're caught, you gotta fix it immediately. Yeah, you gotta fix it.
Yeah, you can't be naive though. They all do it.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesus Christ, it was right out there.
True.
Fake.
It all started pretty much with this. Dan Rather reporting on the Kennedy assassination. He was at the hospital, right?
Oh.
1963, and I was assigned to the Kennedy trip to Texas.
Crowds continually yelled, "Jackie, Jackie," and seemed more interested in a look at her than anyone else.
I was in Dallas, November 22nd, for what we all thought would be a reasonably routine day.
It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route.
There was clear panic. People were still on the ground, fathers trying to cover mothers and children. And the president, a high probability had been hit, a possibility he had actually been killed. But we didn't know anything.
Boston Hospital, there has been a
Dialed the hospital, and I just begged them to give me somebody. And I eventually got a doctor and a priest who just matter-of-factly said the president was dead.
We just have a report from our correspondent Dan Rather in Dallas that he has confirmed that President Kennedy is dead.
Switchboards all over Dallas are still completely swamped with callers who apparently refuse to believe that John F. Kennedy has been shot and killed.
We had convinced ourselves this kind of thing doesn't happen in America. I didn't have any real doubts, but we were on the air some long minutes before any official announcement that the President of the United States was dead.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
After the initial hammer to the heart and sledge to the psyche, the strongest feeling in my mind was what a terrible thing for the country. What a terrible thing for the Kennedy family. Somebody said, it's somewhere along the line afterward, we broke the story of the president's death before the official announcement. I remember saying, so what? The country matters. The Kennedy family matters. Where we go from here now, future matters.
Huh? What? I was all with him on those clips. I love those old clips.
Yeah, of course, but, I mean...
The president...
What I don't get is, what makes him so important? He was one of many guys that were there.
There are your correspondents, your news guys that were big names over the years because they were pretty much the originators of the whole medium.
What did he actually do that is so special? He's like a newsreader.
Didn't he get beat up at the convention, too? He got punched at the Republican convention or something like that, too?
He was on the floor when there was a little bit of a riot with some protesters.
Was that the whole, what's the frequency?
He was getting hassled. No, that was years later.
Oh, I don't know.
People like him and Tom Brokaw.
Peter Jennings.
Yeah, Peter Jennings.
Where's that Canadian
Walter Cronkite
just bucket show up? Peter Jennings. No one knows anything about him.
I know.
Just said nothing.
They, they were there years ago when they were pretty much figuring the whole news thing out for television, and I guess that's why they're big names. But obviously overstayed his welcome.
Why are they important? Anyone could do that job. I don't get it. I don't get that NBC made it a huge deal that Brian Williams was taking over. So, what is he going to add? He's younger, fresher, I guess, for TV. That's about it.
Pretty much it.
I think it's because it's interesting to watch him because his face lines up completely wrong. His eyes and his nose is crooked and his mouth goes one way. He really is a...
Wow, I haven't watched him.
You look at that, they can't... He tilts his head to try to get his eyes and his mouth to line up the correct way.
Wow.
He's an Etch-a-Sketch person. He's fucking awful looking.
But these news guys, I don't really get what makes them important. Because in the end, they're just reading a teleprompter.
Absolutely.
Well...
know what's making them all look silly, too, is like Fox News and CNN and all the rest that are finally throwing their opinions in, whether you agree or disagree. But at least they have more to do when they're doing their newscasts.
But years ago, when these guys were out in the field, they were doing that stuff. They were doing the reporting, the writing, and then they'd go on and report it. And I think that did make them more special than the people they have in there today. But Dan Rather, too old. He got too out of touch and too biased to continue being successful, so they had to throw him out of there.
Well,
and there is a skill. I mean, look, why do we make them stars? There is a skill to being smooth and... I mean, look, do I want to look at me delivering... No, I don't want to hear Jim Norton telling the country, it looks like, I don't know, he's not doing well. I can't, I would
That's true. It doesn't seem that easy to just sit up there and read the news.
There's hundreds of guys that could do it.
You're right.
Hundreds.
The fact that they deny their bias is what bothers. Like Fox News, everybody knows is conservative, man. We all know that.
Yeah.
But yet people go crazy when you say that the mainstream media is fairly liberal. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not unbiased.
Well, it's not anymore. Rather's gone. It's half as liberal as it was.
Yeah, well, see what
that guy was the worst.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah.
Just
so
the
Jennings.
worst.
So Jennings.
Yeah, well, he's Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
Bordering on communist.
I like Peter Jennings for one reason, and I wish we had the clip.
His first name turned John.
The worst. How many times am I going to say that today? When Anthony and I got fired for the whole St. Pat's thing, we got destroyed, obviously, in the media. Absolutely destroyed. And Peter Jennings, out of all of them, gave us a really fair shake.
He did. You're right.
Do we have that?
He did.
You ever see that?
Peter Jennings.
Did you ever see it?
I probably did. I was in the fetal position, weeping at the moment, though, so I really don't remember much.
If you could find that, Eric, Peter Jennings, gave us a fair shake. And that's all it takes for me, All right, I like Peter Jennings out of the three.
It's all about me.
Of course. Well, we all, that's why the whole self-importance rant, because the reality is we all have some of that in us. We all think we're more important than anything else. Anyway, Dan Rather signed off last night with this.
We've shared a lot in the 24 years we've been meeting here each evening. And before I say goodnight this night, I need to say thank you. Thank you to the thousands of wonderful professionals at CBS News, past and present,
with whom it's been my honor to work over these years. And a deeply felt thanks to all of you who have let us into your homes night after night. It has been a privilege, and one never taken lightly. Not long after I first came to the anchor chair, I briefly signed off using the word courage. I want to return to it now in a different way. To a nation still nursing a broken heart for what happened here in 2001, and especially to those who found themselves closest to the events of September 11th. To our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines in dangerous places. To those who have endured the tsunami, and to all who have suffered natural disasters, and who must now find the will to rebuild. To the oppressed and to those whose lot it is to struggle in financial hardship or in failing health. To my fellow journalists in places where reporting the truth means risking all. And to each of you, courage. For the CBS Evening News, Dan Rather reporting. Good night.
Beat it, stupid. Enough.
Beat it.
Courage. You had to tie in that dog shit first thing you said. No one cares.
Courage. Courage. For everybody out there in the war. Courage. For all the sailors on the ships at sea. Courage. For the next sap that's got to sit in my seat. Courage.
Well, you did that. I didn't do that one.
For the people that watched the buildings fall September 11th. Courage.
Courage. Shut up. Oh, my God.
Irritant.
Is it
And
really?
for all our soldiers in Iraq, a brain.
Is it really courage, though?
What does he mean?
No. What's courageous about watching you on the news right now? How am I braving the storm by watching you, stupid? Stop trying to be dramatic. Dan Rather reporting.
That's what he's trying. Dan Rather reporting.
How about an apology for that fucking atrocious Bush story? How about one of those? Stupid.
For the long list of people at CBS fired over my stupidity.
Yeah.
Courage.
Hey, boys.
Andy, what's up?
Hey, I can barely hear you. Everybody's right. The phones do drop off big time.
Well, it was suggested that I don't know how to run the equipment, possibly, so...
That's okay.
So I'll start blaming myself, because that's the easy
courage
thing to
deal
do.
was a little lame, but getting back to the point of everything, you know, he's Dan Rather, and most people aren't. I mean, the deal is he broke the story first, and you don't know what it's like when you're walking away from a news story and the other competitors are pulling up, and you're sitting there, heh, 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 got him. Silent.
Yeah.
Punch it out.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Do you think Dan Rather's stuff is out at the dumpster behind CBS?
Let's get into that. I was going to go to a phone call.
Yeah, come on.
They give him his moment in the sun. That's the equivalent of getting that gold watch.
That's the gold watch.
They gave him 2 minutes to say whatever he wanted, finally, after 30, 40 years.
That's it.
And now...
Goes home, finds the wife with the shoe askew. The vacuum going.
Yeah, let's walk through the next couple of days that Dan Rather's going to face. It all looked all nice on TV last night. They even had a studio audience. They were all clapping at the end of his newscast. Right about now, he's at Human Resources, and they slowly but surely giving the keys to his office, and there's probably some guys in his office right now going, no, take your time, take your time.
However long you need, Dan.
How about we'll give you to the end of the month.
Whatever you need, Dan.
Whatever you need. You need boxes? What do you need? What do you want to take home with you?
Yeah. And, Dan, if we ever need some help, I'm hoping we could give you a call, and maybe you could... Oh, sure.
You'll always be welcome here.
Always welcome.
We have this. It's smaller, but it's still a nice view of Manhattan. A nice little office is off to the corner.
Oh, you think they'd give him something like that?
Yeah, maybe a little small.
I think he's gone.
Like a small, tiny little office that
throw him out.
That he can maybe come in every once in a while to feel like he's still part of what's going on.
Ooh. Did they offer him a deal where he gets to do some kind of specials or anything? I didn't hear anything about that.
No, I doubt it.
Like Tom Brokaw gets to come back like 3 times a year or something and do specials, interviews, stuff like that.
He left with dignity.
Right.
Brokaw left with dignity. Rather, you feel like he's being booted out, like after embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, he's packing his boxes.
Who's taking over for him?
I don't even think they named a replacement.
They haven't.
That's how much. Just get the hell out of here.
That Schieffer guy.
Oh, really?
Who?
Exactly. He's been on TV forever, and no one cares.
Wow.
No one cares. But he's a temporary replacement.
How do they not? That's how bad they want him out. They don't even have somebody named yet.
No, he's an old salt. He's an old guy. He's
that has you're thrown out written all over.
Yeah. Schieffer, Tom Schieffer, Bob Schieffer. Bob Schieffer, maybe?
Oh, look.
Something like that?
Oh, dude, they're giving
Bob
Rather the boost.
Schieffer,
right?
Is Rather's temporary replacement starting Thursday. CBS expects to name a permanent anchor team to succeed Rather in the coming months.
And Cronkite's delusional. He's like saying how this is a great choice for a replacement. They're only using him because they have no one else in the wings yet.
Temporary.
Yeah, they're going to get a young buck in there.
Bring me back in there. I could do the news just as good as anybody.
Didn't he say Rather should have left years ago, too?
Yeah. Well, how old was Rather? 73? Get off.
Yep.
Beat it.
Stop it, you hog.
Alex?
Yeah.
What's up, Alex?
Hey, man, I can't. It is a drop-off. Hey, man, I was just going to say, how you doing? By the way, how you doing, Opie, Anthony, Sweet Tea?
Hi, Alex.
Man, the beginning of the end was when Bernard Goldberg wrote that book, Bias.
Yeah.
I mean, I read that book, and it opened my eyes.
Uh-oh, we got a reader. We got a reader on the phone.
You read a book?
Well, I told your screener, I was like, I know they don't expect political commentation from the listeners.
What
we're
the
too
hell?
dumb for that, but...
Louisiana's reading? What the hell's the South coming to?
What you reading for?
Well, we got a lot of stuff down here to read.
Not what are you
we got
reading, but
Peanuts
what
a few
are
weeks ago.
you reading for? I guess I read for many reasons. One, so I don't become a waitress at a Waffle House.
Waffle House.
Anyone?
What movie?
Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks.
Hey, we serve good vanilla Cokes at Waffle House.
Waffle House. I'm going down to goddamn Waffle House.
So what are you going to say, Alex? No, we like intelligence every once in a while on the show. Yeah, and we enjoy someone that reads every once in a while.
Well, I just read that one book. That's like my only book I've ever read. But
attaboy.
You got to get rid of that accent.
You might want to slow down and start with like a Grisham novel.
A Grisham novel?
No, go ahead. Seriously, Alex. Let's go. What do you got?
Well, I mean, that's about it. I mean, if you read that book, that guy's just a fucking dick. I mean, it's just horrible. And of course, I liken Jimmy more all the time because of how conservative he is. But
what did he say?
He likes you.
I said I like Jimmy all the time because how conservative you are.
You know what? I'm conservative on a lot of things, but I'm not some hardcore Republican. The Republicans make me nauseous, too. Just in the media, the bias is so... They just won't acknowledge it, and that's what bugs me. It's like Fox, we all know is conservative, and I'm comfortable with that. As a more conservative guy, Fox is conservative. Yes. So what?
I consider myself having a conservative foundation, like a conservative template, maybe. And then I build on that based on what I see and read and information I get. I don't take the party line and just accept it like everything conservatives say I agree with. There are plenty of things I think is garbage. It's this whole religious right can be thrown out, but my base is very conservative, and then I just build off of that. But some of my ideas are very liberal. But I think liberals are a bunch of asses.
It's not the left's political ideology that bugs me as much as the fact that they just seem to have turned into a bunch of whiners in the last 25 years. I agree with a lot of what they say.
I hate you all.
I just can't stand when everybody thinks you're conservative and thinks you accept all the conservative party line because that's what conservatives do. Yeah. You know, it's not what I'm all about. I have my conservative base, but then I base my opinions and ideas on being informed, and a lot of those conservative ideas get thrown out the window with that.
And it's not going to be the left that wants to regulate satellite radio. It's going to be the right. It's going to be the conservatives or some scumbag Republican in Alaska who wants to,
Well, that's what I hear, too. It's like, how the hell could you even be conservative when they're the ones trying to take your right to free speech away by putting more laws in place? And that's when I say, well, that's part of the whole conservative thing I don't accept, and I throw it out the window. Why do I have to accept that if I also accept other conservative ideas? And why can't I accept the liberal idea if I'm based in conservative? It doesn't make sense. It's the sheep that follow the party line and don't say, hey, I'm conservative, but their idea on this is wrong. It's those people that are morons and sheep.
Well, it's like a lot of the liberals who are so anti-Bush, and all right, fine in some cases, I'm sure you're justified, but to not give any real credit for the fact that the elections went smoothly and for the protests that are going on now, I think in Lebanon, to get Syria out. I mean, people want to vote and whatever. It's just they don't give any credit to Bush for all right, that did work out a lot better than was expected. None.
Hey, I think Bush is a complete tool. Yeah. But there are things, even if he's making mistakes and they somehow work, you got to say, wow, that worked, or that. If you talk to the left, they just say nothing he's done has worked.
He's a Nazi. He's a Nazi. Yeah, shut up.
You can't.
I like Howard Dean.
Well,
You like
he
Dean?
was a little bit too conservative for me, but I kind of like him.
You like Dean?
I could care less.
That Vermont faggot.
And people always wonder, why don't you pipe in? I could care less.
Really?
No, it's good radio, though. I'll listen. I'm eating.
He's eating.
Howard Dean.
Because nothing changes. Ever.
The left has just become, I think, maybe they're not accurate, but they're seen as very, very self-righteous and very, very condescending intellectual elitists. And I'm not saying you're all like that, but that's the image, at least, that you've allowed Republicans to paint of you. So if you can't, create your own image and say, no, this is who we are, you're going to continue to get your faces smashed in every election. I mean, Clinton was an amazing politician. That's why he won.
That's why he won. He had that charisma.
Oh, he was great.
All right.
I like Clinton. I don't want to like Clinton, but how do you not like him? You have to.
Even the people that didn't like Clinton years ago, they like him now.
Yeah.
Because he's just this, good old boy kind of. Now he's moving around. He's not like an ex-president anymore.
Shit.
I don't even look at him as an ex-president. You look at him just like, hey, here's a guy. He's accessible. He seems just like a good old boy.
Just another guy who wants to stick his dick in anything that moves.
Right.
Doesn't care what color it is.
Have to respect
I gotta tell you,
bad it is.
I got to tell you, when I met Clinton, I just got a vibe about him.
And took that picture with him.
When I took that fine photograph, you felt like he's just one of the guys.
Really?
I felt like I could have said, hey, Billy, why don't we go to the Artful Dodger and have a beer?
All right. You wanna...
Just got that vibe when I met him.
Yeah.
And got my picture taken with him.
But no, when you stalked and annoyed him and put him in the uncomfortable position of having to take a photo with him, I'm sure you did get a good vibe as you sandbagged him behind a dumpster.
I felt such a good vibe, I put my arm around him and held him tight to make sure he wouldn't move until the picture was taken.
Held him tight.
He is charismatic.
Why don't we take a break?
What about
Wheelchair Fred, what about him?
Oh, we got to get to Fred. Come on.
Let's see if he fell asleep.
I tell you,
Freddie?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the news?
Shoot.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
This will be a quick break.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, Fred. I swear we're gonna get to you next to do the news. Okay?
Oh, really? Okay. I have to twist you.
And
you get the phone twist a little bit there. That little.
But I don't know what I'm doing with the equipment, so I can't fix it.
You know what I think the problem is? It's the listeners don't know what they're doing with their phones. They're actually putting the mouthpiece to their ears, and that's probably why they can't hear.
Yeah, but do the listeners know how to use the phones? Maybe that's the problem.
To actually say that it might be that we don't know how to run the equipment up here without actually coming up here and observing for yourself, that's a crock of shit.
Easy.
That was the latest thing that was told to me personally yesterday, that I might not know how to run the equipment.
Language.
Just keep passing the buck.
Yep.
All right. How old is the CNN telling dick jokes bit? People, I know I said it. I'm the one that said it. How many years ago did I say that? It has to be 8 years ago. It's an 8-year-old joke, people. You're still using it.
What, in an interview you said something about what? You don't come
to...
no, that was when we did the mayor thing. That's right.
Yeah, you don't come to our show for hard-hitting news. You don't go to CNN
You don't go to
CNN for dick jokes. But like any time we go a little off and start talking politics or news or stuff like that, someone will chime in and post it like it's the first time Dade Murphy from New York City has heard it. Jesus, enough. I am canceling that joke. It's mine. I said it. I'm pulling it off the market. It can no longer ever be used.
Can I have it and update it? And I'll say you don't go to Fox News for dick jokes.
That's a good one.
I'm looking forward to a brand new message board. A brand new Opie and Anthony message board that basically is Opie and Anthony can't do wrong.
Oh, really?
We got to get Wheelchair Fred on the phone.
Yeah, we really do.
Wheelchair
He's getting
Fred.
all upset. This guy was in a motorcycle accident years and years and years ago. Really racked up his legs bad. Didn't hurt his spine, so he's not paralyzed. But his legs got so messed up, he didn't have health care coverage, so they massacred putting it back together. He ended up in a wheelchair. He's not paralyzed, but he ended up in a wheelchair.
But his legs don't work.
His legs don't work. And his voice box got crushed, so he talks like that. And he sounds retarded, but he's got all his wits about him. This guy is in human hell. This is the worst possible situation you could be in. He seems completely retarded, and he's completely normal.
And he's straight, but he needed sex so bad that he finally started hooking up with guys.
Yeah, because he just couldn't get girls, and he wanted some kind of physical contact.
Yep.
So he met some guy at a liquor store or a deli or something. Brought him home.
This is one of the greatest stories ever.
Brought him home.
Brought him home.
Wheeled him home.
Yeah, wheeled him on home because he wanted sex. Now, you would think you want sex, maybe you get some satisfaction out of it. The guy does oral on you or something, but no. He ended up with his face down on the bed, and this guy he met at the deli fucks him in the ass. And leaves. You don't even have the common courtesy to give him a reach around.
Stupid turnip root legs just dangling. You can't even push back.
Nothing. Can't kick him off of them.
That is brutal, but he kind of must have seen it coming. I mean,
yeah, you would have to, right?
What else is really going to happen in that
What did he
situation?
think, a night of romance? The
question I have is, how bad was the guy that he met at the deli?
That he would do this?
That he's banging a crippled...
I might do that just for the story.
Just for a goof.
It's a good story.
What'd you do last night? I fucked this guy in a wheelchair right in the ass, and I left him face down in a pillow.
Apparently it'll get you on the radio.
Apparently so.
You know what? It did pay off.
Wow, that's
so
brutal.
yeah. So now we have him as a friend of the show, and we did up in Massachusetts, and now he's rejoining our show here on the phone, and he's going to do a little news today. Washington,
oh, he's going to do the news.
Yeah, Washington has decided we need a newscaster on the show because no other shows have that, and it's kind of a new, original idea for a radio show is to have somebody read the fucking news.
Preferably a black woman.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Howard. So now we got Wheelchair Fred, and he's going to try out. We've had a bunch of people try out, but now Wheelchair Fred's going to do it, and you won't be able to understand much of him, but you kind of pick up on a few words.
And we translate a little bit.
Yeah.
Fred?
Yeah, you want me?
What?
I got to tell you one thing. In the back door, I liked it.
You liked it in the back door?
I liked it in the back door.
Yeah, but I see the light. No more guys for me.
Oh, no more guys for you, huh?
Yeah.
I'll stick to the dildo.
Wait, you won't have a guy, but you'll put a dildo up there?
You got a girl with a strap on.
Or a girl with a strap-on, see? We translate better.
That's fine. Or a girl with a strap-on. But, man, you really have turned. You enjoy having things put in your butt, huh?
Yeah, I must admit, I really do.
And what do? You take care of yourself while you're doing that?
Usually.
Hey, I have a doctor for you, Fred, if you really enjoy that.
Doctor, he seems to enjoy the fingers.
Bob.
You could either have cancer or a runny nose. You're going to get a finger in the keister.
Yeah, what the hell? I need that D.
Sorry I came on your shoes when you checked my prostate.
All right, Fred. Well, I don't know what to think. You're off the mend now, and he's just sticking to the dildo. Well, you want to do some news with us?
Sure.
And you're all prepared? You got some stories together?
Yeah, you got a few little stories. I'll start with some bad stories.
Are they written down, or you got them memorized?
They're written down by teleprompter.
A teleprompter?
Yeah.
Oh, at least he knows how to say it, Opie.
I say it wrong every time, too.
What? Where is this guy? He's got a teleprompter at his house?
Yeah, really. What?
Yeah.
So the guy's fucking me up the ass can give me sweet talk.
No more of that.
Of course no more. You're no faggot.
Read the teleprompter and says, don't come in my face.
I've seen the light.
You've seen the light.
You've seen the
right.
light. Okay, sure. All
One
right.
more guys.
And also, I must thank you guys for giving me my stage name.
Again, he's thanking us for giving him his stage name,
Stage
Wheelchair
name.
You
Fred.
invented wheelchair, Fred.
Hoo-hoo, Robin.
That's right.
I invented guys in wheelchairs, Robin.
Back in the days.
Right.
It was really tough to come up with your name, I gotta tell you.
It's true.
Yeah, his name's Fred. He's in a wheelchair. We toiled over this.
We really did. What do we call him?
We called him Sitting Down Rolling Fred for a while. That didn't work. Unwalkable Fred was good. We were going to go with that.
Old turnip legs Fred.
Wheels.
Guy from Delhi fucks him in the ass Fred. It's a little too long.
I'm not gay, but I'm desperate, Fred.
Right. All right, Fred.
Hard up.
Are we gonna hard up, Fred? Are we gonna run the ticker like we do with any of our?
That
other
might
news
make it
people?
too hard to
It might
understand.
make it really hard to understand them.
No, we'll try it. Let's start the ticker tape and Fred. And now with the news, Wheelchair Fred.
I'll shoot with the news. I got some bad news. I just good news. Dan Rather is done with CBS. Thank God. And Michael Jackson's case continues while he shoots off over the kids. And Captain Hill, are you there?
Just enjoying this in-depth look.
Of course.
All right, wait, yeah, I guess...
Yeah, there is a
one
position
detail.
open now at CBS.
Yeah, we like our news people to do a little commentary. So, all right, Dan Rather is done, and you couldn't be happier. Why, Fred?
Dan Rather's done coverage.
I wish you courage, Fred.
Huh?
Because he did a shitty job, I think.
All right, because he did a shitty job, Fred thinks. All right. Michael Jackson trial, what was about that?
It continues. I wish castrate him.
It continues.
Yeah, he wishes they'd castrate him.
Oh, wishes. Okay. Why, Fred?
Because I may be desperate, but I wouldn't touch a kid.
Why? They're easy.
But there are certain things you just shouldn't do.
There's some things you just shouldn't do.
There you go.
Well,
You're going to take a
one
stand,
now.
Fred. You're absolutely right.
I would start with getting a dick in the ass myself.
Yeah, under the list of some things you shouldn't do,
and
isn't picking up a guy at the deli and have him tool you on that list?
And I'm talking about Fred's life.
Right.
You know, and maybe the dildo thing wouldn't be a good idea either.
Desperate stage, you wouldn't do kids.
All right, you wouldn't do kids. All right.
Is that anyway, I got this realistic. I have a 20-year-old son.
All right. Well, what about the Jackson trial? What's the latest on that?
It's been continued. That's all I know.
Did you read the story, Fred? Fred, did you read the story at all?
No,
didn't the kid that accused him of this is actually testifying? Do you have any of that testimony?
His brother says he's lying.
What?
His brother says.
His brother says
it's all made up.
It's all made up.
Well, I didn't hear that.
The cancer kid's brother said this?
Yeah.
What did you read that in? I've been reading it. I've been keeping up with the story, and I never read that.
He sent it directly to Fred.
Yeah,
Fred.
I'm on the jury. I'm fucking the foreman of the jury.
Yeah. He's playing with the judge under the robe.
All right, well, that's good for the Michael Jackson. Let's move on with the news with Wheelchair Fred.
I think Michael should be castrated.
Right, you told us that.
They should give me a bobbit.
They should give him a bobbit?
A bobbit. Wow, that's keeping it topical.
That's
That's good.
That's a good joke if it was 1994.
Yeah. He should be electrocuted like the Rosenbergs.
Who's running that teleprompter, Fred?
Yeah.
Leftover teleprompter from the Dumont network.
I'm stuck in the 90s.
He's stuck in the 90s.
Stuck in the 90s, huh? Yeah. All right, more news, Fred.
Okay, on Capitol Hill.
What?
Oh, from Capitol Hill.
Oh, Capitol Hill. All right.
They suspended a bunch of baseball players for doing jobs and steroids.
Right? Subpoenaing some players? I know, shut up, Jim.
Subpoenaing? Sorry to interrupt you. I was just talking to Legal Eagle Hughes. I'm subpoenaed.
People do they subpoena?
You don't subpoena me. I subpoena you.
I'm still sticking to that
Ball subpoena hammer.
I actually reached out for that word after it left my mouth.
Oh, got away from me.
All right, well, go ahead, Fred.
I'm still stuck in the stand where I belong. I think we should shut the guy.
Uh-huh.
I wish he jumped Kennedy's way.
You wish Dan Rather jumped in Kennedy's way?
Yeah.
How do we get back to the Dan Rather story? God, you really don't like Dan Rather.
No, the guy... I dislike the guy. He's ugly. He's got a lousy ass.
I think he said that he doesn't like Dan Rather because when he had his accident, Dan Rather reported it and said apparently he won't be able to walk comfortably. Tough shit.
Courage.
Have some courage.
Courage.
Bite the pillow, take that cock, and have a little courage.
You're a turnip leg guy getting it in the ass in a wheelchair. Courage.
Oh, wow.
Hey, listen, Fred, let's get back to the steroid story.
I'm shooting blanks. I got nothing more. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's shooting blanks. He doesn't have anything more. That's all the story. You got any other stories?
Yeah, got one more story.
All right.
Wheelchair Fred is stuck being horny.
The wheelchair Fred is horny. That's
Stuck being horny.
Oh, my
I would like to mention this is ridiculous. I don't blame you guys.
You know.
But still, life blows.
Life blows.
Life blows.
Fred,
Wow.
you know,
we should get Fred into one of Lizzie Grubman's parties.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Hook up Fred with Lizzie's
Lindsay
email.
Lohan.
She's going to be on the phone again and have it. No!
I'm sure people might not want to go with what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
But I just got an idea.
Uh-huh, okay.
You could either go with it or turn the channel.
All right.
Now, Fred, you say you're real desperate and life blows and you can't get a woman out there and you don't want guys anymore.
Yeah,
and,
I must be ugly.
And you're stuck with the dildo, right?
You guys.
I really think you need to show people out there your plight and how desperate you really are and what you have to do to get satisfaction. And I think that might help your life.
How would he do that?
But don't you know?
Well, I was thinking,
there's
Fred,
more snow around here. I haven't been out.
He hasn't been outside in a while because there's a lot of snow in the area.
4 months.
I'm thinking, he might want to give us a little demonstration today.
No!
Because I honestly don't think people understand how desperate Fred is. Jim?
I do think that if you show that desperation a little bit, you'd be much more likely to get some emails from some girls who are willing to strap one on and give it to you.
Yeah, because at this point, I think after the demonstration, I'm just thinking that people are going to feel sorry for you, and there's going to be a few women out there that are going to feel sorry for you. And I think they're going to start emailing you.
You think this is a surefire way for him to get girls?
Sure thing.
You want girls, right, Fred?
You'll get pity.
What?
I'll get pity.
You'll get pity, but I think you'll get girls emailing you. It's kind of like the girls that write prisoners and stuff. They're out there, Fred, I'm telling you. But I don't think they understand how sad and desperate you are, so I think a little demonstration would really...
Yeah, life blows. What can you do?
Fred, you want to get ready and... what do you think, Fred?
I think I'll go and buy a hooker.
You think you'll go and buy a hooker? No, you don't make much money, Fred.
You're not. I think you're missing the point.
Yeah, I think Fred's missing the point here. Fred, are you at your place right now?
Yeah.
You're at your place. You have your...
I'm home.
Shut up. You have your dildo with you?
in the bathroom.
It's in the bathroom, and you have what kind of lubrication do you use?
I have such a strawberry flavored KY also.
Strawberry flavored KY?
No, I got regular flavor.
Oh, you got regular KY. Okay.
You don't need a flavor. It's going to look like Rocky Road when it's done.
Yeah, that's true.
Rocky Road. Flavor. You're not making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Well, Fred, why don't you roll into the bathroom and get your dildo?
No, thanks. I've got a more class than that.
What?
I've got a little more class than that.
A little more class.
Freddie.
A little more class than that. He took one in the ass from a guy he met at the deli.
Fred, we're not looking for... We're not looking
What, guys? Speak up for God's sakes.
What'd you say? You have more class than that?
Yeah, I got more class than that.
As I turn off everyone's mics,
Yeah.
we'll see about that.
All right.
As we continue.
I'll
Fred.
put it this way. Okay, listen.
Fred, here's the deal. Listen.
I live in Framingham, Massachusetts.
Fred, listen.
Stop
to me.
a minute.
Listen to me. We're not looking for an all-out sex act. We're just looking for you to get your dildo from the bathroom, your KY jelly, and to just place it where you like it to be placed. That's all I'm saying. Just to show the people how desperate you are.
Live here on the radio, Fred.
Yeah, and then that's it. Then it ends. As soon as you say it's where it has to be, then that's it.
Then girls will know that you're for real. And believe me, there's a couple of freaky chicks out there that would probably love to help you.
No, freaking too much of a pain in the ass.
Fred?
I know. That's the goal, Fred.
Fred?
I'm too difficult to do.
Fred, roll in and get your dildo.
Yeah. That's all we're asking.
Go get your dildo.
This will make great radio.
Does it vibrate?
Do you have any alcohol in the house?
No, it's all rubber.
Oh, it's rubber? Okay, get your dildo. We want to hear what the dildo sounds like when you smack it on your phone, so go get it.
Never mind. No, I don't want to do it. I'll think about doing it for live. Live on the radio.
What is he doing? He's rolling around his place.
What the hell is he doing?
Fred? No.
What? I can't hear you.
Fred.
Go get your dildo.
Get your dildo and knock it on the receiver of your phone so we can hear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go ahead. Come on. We're in the middle of a show here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
You're on your way?
Go get your dildo.
All right, he's on his way to the bathroom to get the dildo.
Okay.
I'm turning the mic off for a second here.
I'm just about it.
He's in the bathroom. Oh, Jesus. What a mess.
I've got my rubber magic tongue.
He's got his rubber magic dong.
You got your rubber magic dong?
Where in the bathroom do you keep it?
In a toolbox by the tub.
In a toolbox by the tub.
That's great.
That's funny.
All right, Fred.
If I had a hammer, I'd cram it up my ass in the tub.
All right, Fred.
Now, Fred,
where do you usually do this? In the bathtub, or where do you go?
Fred.
Come on, talk louder, for God's sakes.
What?
Speak up, lad. Speak up.
Speak up?
Oh, speak up. Fred.
Yeah.
Take it. Let me hear what it sounds like. Knock it on the mouthpiece of your phone. That's the rubber magic dong.
I think he hit himself. Hold on. I think he hit himself in the head. In the background, you heard, oh. Like it bounced back and nailed him.
Ouch. All right, Fred. Now, when you make love to this thing, do you do it on? Do you do it on your bed?
No.
Where do you do it?
In the bathtub.
In the bathtub because why? The KY makes a mess?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Fred. Well, jump in the bathtub.
No
Why?
way, man.
Well, why?
Because it takes too long.
What are you doing all day?
We have a half hour left in the show. This is called the Showstopper.
Fred, this is going to get you girls.
Oh, really?
And this is also going to get you back being very famous on the Opie and Anthony program. And we
really?
And we don't.
Wet dildo in my hair.
Yeah, we don't want the whole sex act. We don't want the moaning. We just want to kind of show people,
how desperate you are, and that'll make girls just come out and want to have sex with you.
And how sad your life is, where you have to take.
Oh, really?
All right, start taking your pants off.
Well, I'm sorry.
Fred?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Fred? Can I tell you something, Fred?
Uh-oh. The threat? Are you pulling the threat out?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Fred, you sure you don't want to do this?
Maybe I'll call you another time in the tub.
Fred. If you want to be part of the Opie and Anthony program.
I wish you guys around. This is ridiculous.
Fred, what Opie's trying to say is, you're pretty much in a position now where you have to do this. You want the fame, the notoriety, you want us to hook you up with girls, you're going to have to get in that tub and shove that dildo up your ass.
Oh, really?
Really, Fred.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah, Fred, because if you don't do it, I hate...
I've got no class. I got no class.
If you don't do it, you're off the show.
Yeah, if you don't do it, I hate to admit, but after 9 years of having you on and off our radio program, this would be your last appearance.
Yeah. And no girls.
When was it? Back in 85, right?
Yeah, that's 9 years ago.
Yeah, it was 90. I think we met you around 96 there.
95, you're right. Oh.
All right, what are you doing, Fred?
What are you doing, Fred?
Walk us through it, Fred. Well, roll us through it.
Okay, I'm in the tub now.
You're in the tub.
Okay, I will go away for a few moments.
What?
He has to wait a few moments, or we have to?
I've got to use both arms to pull myself up.
Oh, he's got to use both arms to pull himself up. Okay, do whatever you need to do.
I think I'm going to cry.
He'll be back.
All right, he's going to use both arms to pull himself up.
That was really sweet when Opie said, "Go ahead, take your pants down." The guy's in a wheelchair from a motorcycle accident. Take your pants down.
It's horrible.
It's nice.
Take your pants down.
Wow. Jesus. All right, we're waiting for Fred. He said it would be a moment.
It's gonna it takes him a while.
Ben Bailey in studio, by the way.
How does he get back out of the tub with two arms with
he probably has
all over though? Like that'd be all slippery to get out of the tub.
A skating rink.
You rang.
You rang. All right, very funny.
All right, so Fred, what's going on?
I've got my tongue and my hand and my butt exposed.
All right, you got the tongue in your hand and your butt exposed. All right, you got the KY, Fred?
Yeah.
All right, lube that thing up.
What?
Lube it up, Freddie.
Lube it on up there, Fred. Spread it around. Don't be shy.
Oh, good.
All right. Let us know. Let us know what you're doing, Fred.
I've got the lube.
What?
Huh?
It's all lubed up.
It's all lubed up. All right, Fred. Well, you know what to do with it now, so go ahead.
Explain what you're doing, Fred.
I'll just think your ex-wife will after me.
What did he say?
I can't hear what he's
I'll
saying.
just think your ex-wife.
Oh, he's going to think of my ex-wife? What a coincidence. She stuck one up my ass, too, Fred, so we got something in common.
Really? Well, we got it up my butt now.
You got it up there, Fred?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
It feels interesting, I must admit.
He has his voice changed.
His voice changed. Your voice got higher, Fred. What happened?
Oh, man, I can sing now.
His voice got higher. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
This is horrible.
Fred, what's going on?
I'm working it in and out.
That did we end up here?
I'm going to the weird guy.
Oh, my God. All right, well, we made a deal with him. Okay, ladies, you hear how desperate he is. Come on aboard.
Yeah.
This could be yours.
Fred, do you imagine anything while you're doing this?
Oh, I don't know her name.
Bob?
But I've seen some girls on the internet that will do this for me.
Oh, you've seen...
Yes.
I wish I knew how to use the internet.
He's seen girls on the internet that'll do this for him.
They're called trannies, Fred.
Yeah, well, very good. There you go.
A bunch of sites for all.
So, what else is going on, Fred? This is what Fred has to do to have sex.
Yeah, this is Fred's only pleasure in life.
Are you pumping it in and out, Fred, of your backside?
Yeah, I've got my hands working in and out.
Maybe this would be a good time for you to finish the news.
Yeah, this would be the time where you would do the lighter side of the news. That wacky little story.
In breaking news, my phallus now has a kidney bean skin on it.
Oh.
Fred might become part of the wacky news. He can't get back out of the tub and they find him this way.
Yeah, Fred, how do you get out of the tub with the slippery KY on your hands?
What?
He's not even listening
I know how he
anymore.
gets. Do you just kind of float out on your tears?
No,
Shame-filled river?
No, I'm quite strong.
He's quite strong. He does have that crazy strength in his upper body.
That's true.
I have amazing strength upper body-wise.
Yeah.
Don't talk, Fred. Just push it in
So
and
I
out.
use it.
Fred, are you gonna, finish?
Are you whacking your bag, Fred?
Is this good for you? Fred?
I think that's a yes.
Fred?
I can hardly hear you. I just there.
Yeah.
Fred, do you, are you gonna, finish or what?
Yeah.
Hey, Fred, is there any way to put the phone back there so we can hear it going in and out?
That's all right.
Why? I'd like to hear that, Ope.
You can't hear us. I think the ultimate in degradation would just be to hang up on him and leave him there in the tub with a dildo in his ass and no one to talk to.
We'll do the silent game to him.
Yeah, silent game.
All right. So, Fred, how's it going in there?
Marvelous. I'm picking up speed nice and fast. Make it count. Oh, mercy, that was good. I've got enough to lose. I need a girl to just for me. Are you there? Are you guys there? For God's sake, say something. You got to learn how to work the machine. Oh, really? Well, let's just check it out. It's all full of shit. Or should I say I'm full of shit? Here we go. So, ladies, come on down and do me. For God's sake, do me. Okay, I don't know how you guys are. Later, I'm gonna go now. I'm ready to wash my ass. So, do the first thing. Adios. Bye-bye.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Anybody else have a hard on?
Yeah, Fred. Fred does. Oh, my God.
I'm speechless.
This would be a good time to plug my CD.